Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news at 6, while red tide conditions seem to be improving, businesses are still struggling to get by during this ongoing outbreak.
Sales in some places have dropped so much, business owners in Venice are asking their landlords for help with the rent. ABC 7's Rebecca Fernandez joins us live now from outside of a popular Venice restaurant with a closer look at their pleas for help. Rebecca?
Scott, Jacqueline, well, as you can see behind me, Sharky's on the Pier is pretty empty, and their owners say it's been this way since June.
Definitely the worst when you consider the duration of the red tide. Our sales in July were down about 60%, August probably close to 70%. And we anticipate that decline to stay down for September and October as well.
Both Sharky's and its sister restaurant, Finn's, have been victims of this toxic algae outbreak. They've lost thousands of dollars in sales just this summer. Both properties are negotiating a break in rent with the landlord, which just happens to be the city of Venice.
There is a clause specifically stated for red tide that if red tide were to affect the business materially for over a 30-day period, Sharky's can request a rent reduction, or I guess a rent adjustment would be the proper way to put it.
The rent reduction clause has been part of the lease between the City of Venice and the Venice Pier Group since its opening in 1987.
The fact that we've never really had to use that clause for the 31 years we've been around is pretty remarkable, but it just also goes to show you how bad it has been this year.
But these two restaurants aren't the only ones hit hard by red tide. Almost all businesses in the city of Venice have suffered as well. However, of the 45 businesses I spoke to today, those two were the only ones that had that clause in their lease agreements.
This is a little eye-opener for all of us. So, yeah, my business has suffered without a doubt. So what we do is we spend and we load up and we get ready for the oncoming season. Even now, I've let a lot of my inventory run low because you don't want to be carrying the service on that debt that you've re-upped on your shop.
Most of these business owners told me that they never thought they'd be so affected by red tide because they weren't on the beach directly. But they now know moving forward, they'll have to renegotiate their leases. Live in Venice, Rebecca Fernandez, ABC 7, your Suncoast News. Back to you guys.